Breaking news: Tinubu's first move, scrapping Buhari's Naira redesign and fixing exchange rates. Welcome to today's news, and thank you for tuning in to this channel. But please don't forget that to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. To the news details, please listen to the end. Nigeria's new president, Bola Tinubu, has announced his intention to review the controversial Naira redesign policy introduced by his predecessor, Muhammadu Buhari. He said both new and old notes would remain valid until further notice. Speaking at his inauguration ceremony at the Ägäīñst Square in Abuja on Monday, Mr. Tinubu said he would work with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, to achieve a single exchange rate for the Naira. He said this would curb arbitrage and redirect funds to productive sectors of the economy. He also stressed the need to lower interest rates to stimulate investments and consumer spending, which are vital for economic growth. He said his administration would create a conducive environment for businesses and consumers to thrive. Mr. Tinubu expressed concern about the impacts of the currency swap policy on the unbanked population of Nigeria. He said he would review the policy and ensure it does not exclude or marginalize any segment of the society. He assured Nigerians that his government was committed to building a stable and prosperous economy. He said he would implement sound monetary policies and measures to promote economic development and financial inclusion. The President of Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu, who during his inauguration declared that fuel subsidy has been removed, and this has caused Nigerians to thrive, to be in suffering mood from the first day of his administration. But President Tinubu is finding every ways to make sure that Nigerians live a good life and center his administration around the citizens. So he's bringing up different ideas, what he can review to make sure that everything goes well, despite the fact that he met a lot of debts, assets, and liabilities from his predecessor. And because of the fuel subsidy that was removed, he talked about the exchange rates. That the exchange rates will be standardized. There will not be different exchange rates for different states or different people. Once they give the exchange rate from Naira to dollars, Naira to Euro, it's going to be the same all over. And remember that during the Naira redesign policy, the exchange rate of Naira to dollar rose up, and dollar was times two. A Naira to, 1,000 to a dollar. And now the president says he's looking into making sure that this Naira redesign is going to look at every possible means with the CBN governor to make sure that they achieve a single exchange rate for the Naira. And to also, he also stressed the need to lower interest rates to stimulate investment and consumer spending. We know that the president is actually trying all his possible best to make Nigerians better. And despite the fact that people do not want him as the president, he still had the people at mind. He centers his administration around Nigerians. He's concerned about the Naira redesign policy, in which the administration of Buhari made it very difficult for Nigerians during the last year up to this year. And the predecessor who had to extend it to December of this year before the old Naira notes would not be acceptable in the environment in the society. But Tinubu said he's going to look at this Naira swap and make sure that it did not affect. And he's going to make sure that that Naira redesign, both the old and the new notes, will remain valid until further notice. Until this money is everywhere, the new notes. Now, even when Buhari said we can spend both the old and new notes, the new note was not in circulation. So why do you want to put citizens in hardship when you do not provide the necessary things in which they can have access to? So the president has looked at the hardship in which Nigerians are into. Remember that President Bola Tinubu is a political icon, a political guru, a man who understands politics and knows when there are challenges and issues and knows how to come and bring up a solution. So he is not even in a haste, but he's taking it's a step by step, whereby he is even appointing people in his cabinet, people he knows he can work together with to actualize everything he wants to actualize, just to make sure that the citizens of Nigerians are not suffering. So now the thing is that President Tinubu wants to make sure that the exchange rate is standardized and look into the Naira redesign policy, how it will not affect the citizens. We have come to the end of the news. What's your view to this? Kindly share your view in the comment section. But don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Thank you.